Velkommen til Norks, and welcome back to the NLS Norway Relocation Group YouTube channel. Today, we are diving deep into what is arguably the single most important administrative hurdle you will face as a newcomer: securing your Norwegian identification number and completing your relocation registration. This 11-digit number is not just a formality. It is your digital signature, your access pass to banking, healthcare, employment, and the entirety of Norway's public services. Without it, your settlement process cannot truly begin. We know this whole process can feel like a maze. It involves a mandatory in-person meeting with the tax administration, or Skatteetaten, and for many, a prior registration with the police or the Directorate of Immigration, UDI. This is why we've prepared this comprehensive long-form guide. We'll break down every step, clarify the crucial terminology, and provide the definitive checklist of documents you need. We suggest you save this video and use it as your step-by-step blueprint for a smooth start to life in Norway. Part 1. Understanding the two Norwegian ID numbers. Before you even book your first appointment, you must understand that there are two primary types of Norwegian identification numbers. Your plan length of stay is the deciding factor for which one you receive. First, the National Identity Number, or Fødselsnummer. This is the full 11-digit permanent personal number. You are eligible for the National Identity Number if you plan to live in Norway for more than 6 consecutive months. This number is intrinsically linked to your date of birth, with the first 6 digits representing your date of birth and the remaining 5 being unique control numbers. Securing this number means you are formally registered in the National Population Register, or Folk Registered, and is essential for long-term residency and integration. This is the number you ultimately want to secure. Second, the D number or D number. The D number is also an 11-digit number, but it is considered a temporary identifier. It is assigned if you will be staying in Norway for less than 6 months, or if you require an ID number for an urgent, specific purpose before your move is formally registered. For example, a foreign worker whose employment starts immediately, but who cannot yet satisfy the criteria for the permanent number, will need a D number to get a tax deduction card. The D number is not a form of full population registration. Crucially, a D number can and should be converted into the full national identity number once you satisfy the 6-month residency requirement and complete the mandatory in-person ID check. The official starting line: reporting your move. Whether you are aiming for the permanent national identity number or the temporary D number, the initial step always begins with the Norwegian Tax Administration, Skatteetaten. This is the agency responsible for maintaining the Folkeregister. If you intend to live in Norway for more than 6 months, you are legally obligated to report your relocation to Norway. You must complete the online notification and book your in-person appointment no later than 8 days after your arrival in the country. Failure to meet this deadline can complicate subsequent administrative steps, so prioritize this immediately upon landing. This formal report initiates the entire process and secures your place in the population register. Part 2. The mandatory in-person appointment and document checklist. This is the most critical juncture of the entire relocation process: the personal appearance. This meeting is mandatory for all members of the family who are moving to Norway, including children. To be registered in the National Population Register and to receive your identification number, you must attend a booked appointment at one of the designated tax offices, Skattekontor, that handles foreign relocation cases. These offices are located in major cities, so check the Skatteetaten website for the location nearest your new address. We have compiled a definitive checklist of the documents you must bring to this appointment. Do not arrive without every single item checked off, as you will be turned away, necessitating a new booking and further delays. 1. Valid identification. You must bring your valid passport or an approved national ID card. This is required for the mandatory identity control. Ensure the document is current and recognized by Norwegian authorities. Photocopies are not accepted, originals only. 2. Documentation of your right of residence. This is the proof that you are legally entitled to live here. The specific document required depends entirely on your citizenship and permit status. For EU EEA citizens, you must show the registration certificate from the police or UDI or confirmation that you have already booked an appointment with the police to register your stay. We will cover this process in Part 3. For non-EU EEA citizens, you must present your valid residence permit card from the Directorate of Immigration, UDI, or the official grant letter from the UDI confirming your granted residence permit for work, study, or family reunification. 3. Documentation of your intent to stay. This proves to the tax administration that your stay is intended to last longer than 6 months. This typically includes a signed formal employment contract showing a start date and a duration of at least 6 months. An official admission letter from a Norwegian university or college if you are a student. The marriage or birth certificate used in your UDI application if you are moving based on family reunification. 4. Proof of address. The authorities must know where you live. Bring a signed tenancy agreement or lease contract. The agreement must be valid for at least 6 months. Clearly state your name, your landlord's name, and the full Norwegian address. If you are staying with family or a partner, you will need a written declaration of residence from them, along with their tenancy agreement or proof of ownership. 5. The relocation form confirmation. A printed confirmation of your completed notification of move to Norway, form submission to Skatteetaten. Pro tip for the appointment. Waiting times for these appointments can sometimes be long, especially in major cities like Oslo or Bergen. Book your appointment online via the Skatteetaten website as soon as you have a confirmed arrival date. Securing this booking immediately is the biggest proactive step you can take toward a smooth transition. Part 3. The critical dual-stage process for EU EEA citizens. If you are a citizen of an EU or EEA country, your path to the national identity number involves a crucial intermediate step that differs from third country nationals. You are part of a dual-stage process. As an EU EEA national, you are allowed to enter Norway and stay for up to 3 months without any registration. However, if you plan to stay longer than 3 months, you must officially register your right of residence with the police or the UDI. The dual-stage process for EU EEA nationals. Stage 1. The UDI registration. You must first register electronically using the UDI self-registration portal. This is where you declare the basis of your residence right, whether it is work, study, or sufficient funds. After completing the online form, you will be prompted to book an in-person appointment at a local police station or a service center for foreign workers, SUA. At this meeting, your identity is verified against your passport and you are issued your registration certificate. Stage 2, the Skatteetaten appointment. It is this official registration certificate that you must then bring as a required document to your tax administration appointment. The certificate serves as your formal proof of your right of residence, allowing the tax administration to proceed with issuing your national identity number. In summary, for EU EEA citizens, police, UDI first, then the tax administration. You must secure proof of your residence right before attending the tax office for ID registration. Part 4. The waiting period and activating your Norwegian life. Once you have completed your in-person ID check and submitted all documentation, you have done your part. Now, the internal processing and waiting period begins. The timeline for processing. If all your required paperwork was correct, complete, and verifiable, the tax administration will formally approve your registration in the Folkeregisteret. They will then send you an official confirmation letter containing your new 11-digit national identity number. This process typically takes anywhere from 2 to 4 weeks, though seasonal variations may cause slight delays. The confirmation letter is an extremely important document. Please handle it with care and keep a secure record of the number. Ensuring mail delivery is crucial. All official government communication in Norway, including the letter containing your ID number, the tax card, and other crucial documents, is sent via physical mail. Ensuring the authorities have your current, correct postal address is absolutely vital during this waiting period. If you move, you must notify the National Population Register immediately to avoid delays or missed communication. Consider investing in a high-quality locked mailbox. The digital unlock. Your keys to integration. Once you have that national identity number, the real work of settling in can begin. You can now unlock Norway's digital and societal infrastructure. Open a bank account. You can use your national identity number to open a full, personal Norwegian bank account. This is essential for receiving your salary, paying bills, and obtaining bank ID. Create your digital ID. With a bank account, you can create your secure digital ID, such as BankID or MinID. This electronic identifier is your online signature and is required for virtually all online interactions with public agencies and many private businesses, from accessing health records to submitting your tax returns. Secure a tax card. While your employer can often retrieve this electronically, you can now confirm your tax deduction card, Skatteetaten, via Skatteetaten's online portal, ensuring the correct amount of tax is deducted from your salary. Secure a fastlich. Finally, you can register with a fastlich or regular general practitioner through the national health portal Helse-Norge. This formally secures your access to the public healthcare system. Part 5. Conclusion and your next steps. Securing your Norwegian ID number is more than just paperwork. It is the bureaucratic bridge to a fully functioning life in Norway. The process can feel fragmented, but by understanding the difference between the two ID numbers, booking your appointments in the correct sequence, and meticulously preparing your documents, you will successfully navigate this crucial stage. Remember your key takeaways. Know the difference between the national ID number and the D number. Book your Skatteetaten appointment as early as possible. And bring all your documents, especially your proof of residence right and your address, for comprehensive support throughout your entire relocation process. From visa application to finding a home, you can find our experts at the NLS Norway Relocation Group website, www.nlsnorwayrelocation.no. And for those of you ready to master the language that will truly unlock Norwegian culture and society, join our courses at the NLS Norwegian Language School website, www.nlsnorwegian.no. Learning Norwegian is your biggest key to integration. Thank you for tuning in. Like this video to help other newcomers find this essential guide, and subscribe for more expert insights into living and working in Norway. Takk for nå, and we wish you a successful and warm welcome to Norway.